ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. The beats, leave it in the street. Case on the news.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective Baltimore crowd, they're all set as their Ravens will match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Fairly short kick taken at the 14 here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
First and 10. at their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 65 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, Jackson forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Nick Bosa in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Jackson from the shotgun. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kwan Williams. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He may try and run for this. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
11. Pick that. Go. Check. 11.
On second down, a run with Breida. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Let's go. Do it.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd and 2, Garoppolo, and that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. To throw, it's Garoppolo. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Garoppolo now. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Steps away to his left. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. He finds Roberts, complete. 16 yards on that one, and a Raven first.
That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Jackson on 1st down. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off near the 29. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
At their own 47-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And this would have been returned to right around the 38-yard line.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
2nd and 5 now. Jackson, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Throwing is Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D. Ford drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. 4th down, here's Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
11.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Yeah, let's get a second. I got this.
Garoppolo looks to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series. And because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Jackson. He'll get this to Edwards out of the backfield. And they'll get him down here at the 23. The Ravens on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson will throw again. He dumps it down to Ingram. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Jackson, he's going to find his tight end Boyle. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
I got it. Check. Crunch.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. Roberts got it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 26. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Being chased out left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
On 2nd and a couple. Garoppolo. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando on this first half of action. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
65.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Here we go.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Rush in. Watch the safety creep. Shoot. Can't, please.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. It got his man complete. They give him a gain of 37. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Check 50. Check 50. Go.
On second and a long way to go. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Going for the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. Jackson throwing here complete to Boyle. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Jackson now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D. Ford picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson under pressure again, and down he goes again. D. Ford able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there. A huge loss. Quan Alexander able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Mike check 33.
They'll try and throw for it here. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Ferguson coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. There's Garoppolo to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Just don't want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Hey, box truck. Check.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the interception, here's Jackson. It's complete to Snead. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Now Jackson on first down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Bynes charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. They give it and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guy. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Quan Alexander getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Akella Witherspoon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now this one complete on the slant route. And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster. And we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw it, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a...
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.